Alright, welcome back people to probably one of my favourite type of videos to record because these are very easy to do and I like giving my opinions and that's why I have a YouTube channel so I can just do this in, like an hour and it'll be out. It won't be out in an hour, so please don't hold me to that one. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, let's just read them. You can tell I'm speaking really quickly because I have videos to record right now, so I'm just going to get through these really quickly. Anyway, heal. The elixir cost decreased from 3 to 1. I haven't actually read these yet, so I am reacting to this live and whatever this means, whatever. Heal being a 3-cost counter to 4-cost spells can create some frustrating metagames, so instead we've made it a 1-cost counter. Sure. A vast majority of decks only run one larger spell, several running multiple small spells. Reducing heal to a 1-cost makes it more appealing to Hograd and minor Golden Barrel decks, Fear Not decks. So, essentially, it will heal smaller troops now, and will instead counter small spells. I don't know if that's good, because we've always had a log bait. I don't want to say problem, but it is sort of a problem, but it's always like a really persistent meta deck. I don't know if it'll ever run heal, but what I do know is that they should just delete heal and stop messing with it, because no one really wants heal to be a card that's good in this game. So please, can we just get rid of it instead of making it different, because this is a waste of a slot and I'd rather see actual viable meta cards that people like be buffed instead of just heal. Talking of actual viable meta cards that people like getting buffed, yay, Magic Archer! We know of Magic Archer 2 months ago, but the effect was more than we expected. He's a unique and fun legendary who opens up a lot of clever gameplay, so we're returning some, but not all of his first attack speed to bring him back up to competitive play. Well, that's just cool. I mean, they needed to do this. They haven't made him as strong as he once was, but the problem was always Fireball Bait, and not Magic Archer. We'll see down here if they've touched Fireball Bait. I don't suspect they have, because, Supercell, and they don't do that, but he was never a problem. I'm glad they've buffed him again. Giant Goblin, 3% hit points, whatever. Whatever, no one cares. This card is not going to be good. I'm not going to read through all of this. That's not what you do with that card. Please, just either make him slow so you can build a push, or make him faster so you can punish with him. I don't care about, 3% hit points. No one cares! Anyway, on to Golem. Golemite death damage pushback reduced. What? Why? No one has asked for this. The Golemite death damage pushback reduced. So it doesn't even affect the golem, it doesn't even affect the damage, it affects the golem breaking and then that pushback. Why does that matter? Who cares? No one! Supercell, stop wasting my time! So Freeze is now going to normal Crown Tower damage opposed to regular damage, so it's now going down 65%. Since last month's rework, Freeze has been dealing full damage to Crown Towers. This isn't considered other damaging spells, so we've applied the minus 65% damage to the towers that all spells have. That makes sense, that's cool. I have just made a video where I've said about Freeze, and now this is going to change. I'll just have to put a disclaimer in that, but it's sort of awkward that they released this right now. Anyway, Sparky, range increased 0.25 tiles. The Electric Lady has needed a bit of a buff, as she is stopped by the range of the ever-popular Electro Wizard. This minor range will allow her to blast away an Electro Wizard and lock onto towers ever so slightly sooner. So this is cool. You're buffing Sparky, so you now have to place the Electro Wizard on top of it because it won't work otherwise, or you can distract it. But to make sure that Sparky is less hard countered by cards, so that's always good. I'm a fan. The Battle Ram's charge damage is now down 11%. The Slamming Ram, whatever that means, has become a critical component in multiple high win rate decks. From Three Musketeers to P.E.K.K.A. to Barbarian Hut decks, Battle Ram consistently outperforms its peers on offense when providing a defensive blocking in a pinch. We want to make the Battle Ram a little less powerful when it connects, bringing it more in line with a Hog Rider on offense. So I'm not the biggest fan of this one just because I like numbers, and now it's not going to be double damage, it's going to be some weird random number. I feel like there's different ways to change this card, but yeah, Battle Ram did enough. Good job, well done Supercell. Barbarian Hut hit points minus 7%. The Barbarian Hut has remained unchanged for years, and during that time it has come in and out of the meta. The problem is that when the meta supports it, it becomes an unbreakable wall of defense. The past month is the third time Barbarian Hut has had a top 1 rate in the game, so we are adjusting the building health to be lower. I agree with this one, right? A lot of people won't, because a lot of people think that Barbarian Hut is like a really bad card, but in truth it isn't. Barbarian Hut is like really efficient when you can use it on defense for something, and then just have this building that spawns barbs, which are like really efficient for their elixir cost. So I've always thought Barbarian Hut was really strong. I used Barbarian Hut when it wasn't in the meta game and had success with it, I think. So I can't actually confirm if this is true, but I'm pretty sure I've done Twitch streams before where I've got 12 wins with Barbarian Hut and Graveyard. When Barbarian Hut was like really bad, I did this, and it's always been a viable card if you just build around it, but obviously no one wants to build around a 7 elixir building, so when it is in the meta, it becomes really strong, and I disagree with enough to it all around. Barbarian Barrel shot up the use and roam rate charts after a recent buff that made a Barbarian deploy a bit faster. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I feel like there's other ways you can change this card because the Barbarian is gonna be trash in my opinion, but whatever, it's Supercell, not me. And then finally, Valkyrie got the tiny buff We spent this month revisiting prior balance changes to see where we overdid it. The final change this month is giving Valkyrie some of her hit speed back. She was very popular for a while, but his rim rate has dropped below the 45% we aim for, despite the meta being full of ram and muskets that she would ideally be strong against. So yeah, that's all true. Whatever. I don't think Valkyrie's going to be that strong. There's a lot of changes here. I didn't actually count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there is only the usual 10. I don't know. I feel like a lot of these are wasted ones, so I feel like we didn't actually get too many changes, but I also feel they're sort of necessary, and they, you know, they should have been done at some point, so I ain't complaining. Overall, I think they're pretty cool. I think this one, bad, good, bad, bad, good, 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 and then bad. I think there's more stuff they could do with changes, but I say this every single month, so I'm going to stop repeating myself. But yeah, let me know what you thought of these. That's the whole point of these videos, so we can review them together. Again, I'll leave a poll so you can get, you know, the general community consensus on how they feel about these changes. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. So apart from that, Supercell, screw you for wasting my time and doing a little change that no one really cares about. And peace.